Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing an Indiana Jones inspired gear walkthrough video. A little while back I did a similar style video that was inspired by The Last of Us, and that was a lot of fun to put together. So with some of the more heritage style and rugged gear that I've had a chance to test out over the past few years, I thought it would be fun to revisit one of my favorite film characters of all time and really think through some of the gear that he might be using on the various adventures that he embarks on. So excited to dive in. Before doing so, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the apparel, the Indiana Jones look is classic. He's got clothing that's functional, rugged, adventurous. Here I have some of my favorite pieces from Huckberry, and in some ways it feels like Huckberry's store is heavily inspired by Indiana Jones. They seem to just have the types of gear that he would use. Very rugged, a lot of different great brands on Huckberry's site. As far as the shirt that I have here, this one is from Proof. It's a button-down shirt that I featured a while back on the channel. It's got a nice elastic, breathable material. It seems like, just a great fit for a hotter climate. This is a short sleeve shirt. I know Indiana Jones wears probably more long sleeve shirts, but the overall vibe to me just feels like very adventurous, explorer, and this feels comfortable. It fits nicely. It provides a lot of movement. Proof clothing offers tons of durability, and they have a lot of great merino wool options, which are going to be awesome if you are traveling minimally around the globe. And so this is a shirt that I come back to often, paired with the Flint and Tinder 365 pants. These are very, very popular for a good reason. They're very rugged, comfortable. They have kind of that classic chino appearance. They're offered in a lot of different colors and styles. These are the slim fit, olive, kind of green ones that I've featured in videos in the past, which kind of match up with some of the other items that I have here. And so these have continued to hold up well. I can dress them up, down. They're just easy to move with. And so absolutely love these for my day-to-day or if I'm traveling. And then I also have the hat. Now this hat style is maybe a little bit different than what Indiana Jones would use with kind of the fedora style. This is a Stetson that I've had for a while, which I absolutely love. The aesthetic, the size, everything about this just matches up well for me. And it's really durable, offers just good protection from the sun when you're outside. It's gonna offer some weather resistance. It's crush proof. Stetson hats are very well known for their quality and style. They have a lot of different options on Huckberry's site and other places if you wanna check them out. Absolutely love these though. And then you also have, of course, the very popular Flint and Tinder waxed trucker jacket. I've talked about these many times on the channel because they are just a very functional, stylish piece of clothing. I have the wool-lined version, and this is the one that doesn't have wool, so it's meant to be not quite as warm while still providing a rugged outer layer that also looks good. I have it in this darker brown color, which to me just felt very Indiana Jones, and this is gonna offer some warmth, but it's mainly for just giving you an additional layer. It's gonna protect your skin when you're walking through the jungles, temples, all other sorts of things. And then you have, a couple of pockets. You can pop the collar, you can hang this up when you need to. You have some pockets on the inside. And so just really, really great to wear. Feels great, looks great. And then Flint and Tinder offers these in a couple of different colors, styles. So make sure to keep an eye out for these, particularly as the weather starts to get colder. And then the last portion to kind of round out the outfit are a set of reliable and rugged boots. I'm a big fan of Chukka boots in particular. I feel that they're really versatile. When I'm traveling, this is a type of boot that paired with the chinos that I showed can dress up or down. And this Astorflex boot is from Huckberry's site as well. This has held up for a while now. I've been using these. They're starting to develop some scuffs and patina. They're pretty comfortable to wear. They look good. I know they have a lot of other types of boots on their site depending on the climate, the terrain that you're covering, but these are just really versatile across a variety of different use cases and situations for travel. And then they just have sort of that vibe that matches up with what I imagine the Indiana Jones style would be. And then moving into the bag and gear walkthrough, a couple of things I wanted to call out. First off, it feels almost sacrilegious to not include some sort of a whip in an Indiana Jones inspired video, but I don't have one of those to share, and it's not something that I think that I would use very regularly besides maybe for some costumes. So just wanted to call that out because I know that is so associated with Indiana Jones. The other piece is that I have a backpack here versus a satchel, which is another, I know, almost sacrilegious thing. I felt kind of guilty, but I just prefer backpacks, particularly when I'm thinking about, going on the road, traveling for a little bit longer, and, being in environments that are rougher. The backpack just feels like it's gonna be able to handle more stuff, and I just don't really love the look of satchels. And so the bag that I have here is the Rucksack from Nutsac, and they actually have some really great satchels and shoulder bags that are very much in line with sort of the vibe that I would imagine Indiana Jones would inspire. And I absolutely love their rucksack. I've used this over the past couple of years. I had the other color previously, this tan version though. It absolutely looks great in my opinion. Bag's made in the USA. It's just got a really cool classic vibe. Waxed canvas exterior that is very rugged, leather accenting, and so it just felt like the perfect fit for this style of video. You have a really nice handle at the top, the buckle, it all feels very durable and like nothing's gonna fail on me with this bag while I'm in a sticky situation. And so starting off on the exterior of the bag, you have two external pockets. In one of them I have a flask, which felt a little more classic and old schooly. I know that, for being in the desert or in some of those environments, maybe a canteen would be sort of the go-to accessory, but this memo bottle is one that I've been using recently, and it felt closer to that style of bottle than some of the other more insulated ones that I typically use. Cool pockets here that do actually snap closed when you're not using them. And then on the flashlight front, I actually have this really cool flashlight from Barebones. I featured this in a video not too long ago, and so of course this doesn't necessarily match up with the time period because this is rechargeable via USB-C. It's pretty modern, but it's got a very vintage aesthetic that I absolutely love. And then the fact that it works as a lantern with a couple of different settings, you can twist the bottom of the bag, and then as you continue to twist it, it turns into a flashlight. So, it just felt like a perfect fit if I was thinking about a versatile sort of lighting accessory while I'm exploring, various different environments. This felt like a really cool fit. And then moving into the bag itself, you have this really simple but useful buckle system. You can adjust it to give a little bit of extra volume. This is a top loading bag, so you have that drawstring. And then you have a zippered pocket where I have a pair of sunglasses. It's got this, leather, flat, simple case. And then I also have a medical kit, just something simple, first aid with some band-aids and ointment. I felt like the aluminum tin felt, closer to something that would be more vintage. And then, just nice, simple, functional compartment. On the inside here, my loadout here isn't gonna be the same as one of my typical EDC videos because I don't have some of the tech items that I would normally be carrying around. That's not gonna be the focus. I loaded this out with a lot of stuff so that the bag would be full, but there's not as much emphasis on the tech items and just some of the more Indiana Jones kind of adventure items, I would say. And so really nice simple layout in this bag. You do have a padded laptop sleeve, some internal organization, a couple of slip pockets, little loop that would be a good spot to attach carabiner, keys, and slip pockets that are holding other accessories. I have my Matador packable towel here, which again, when you're traveling to lots of different environments, great to have something like this to sit down on, to cover yourself with. And then I also have this really awesome new tech organizer from Nutsac. It's got the same aesthetic and build as the backpack, so it's kind of a perfect match here. I believe this is their commander pouch. You have some webbing along the back, so you can attach this to another bag. And then you have really nice zipper that goes all the way around, opens flat, and have things slipping out because, a Zippo lighter, not a great fit for this larger elastic here. But I feel like that's something that I associate a lot with the Indiana Jones movies. This, of course, has the Zippo insert that is a screwdriver. I have the regular Zippo that goes with this, but I've been using this recently because I think that this is such a fun, useful accessory. And Zippo is actually one of my favorite sort of fidget items to have with me when I'm out. And a screwdriver is more functional for my day-to-day since I don't really need the lighter that often, but still good to have, if I'm in my Indiana Jones mindset. And then I also have an extra set of matches. Always important to be able to create fire wherever you are. You have a couple of slots here for something like a pen, and then these larger slots where if you're using this in a more modern sense, you can put charging cables, other kind of fancier multi-tools. I have a little sewing set here, which felt like something that would be available in the time period of the movie. Have a field notes notebook, always great for taking notes and drawing maps and things like that. So absolutely love the field notes aesthetic, particularly in that colorway. And then on the other side, you have some additional loops and smaller pockets that are going to be great for any other tools and accessories that you want to carry. Here I also have a pocket knife, which seems like something that is just great to have regardless of where you are. You have a variety of tool sets. Swiss Army knives have been around forever, so I can only imagine that maybe Indiana Jones would have been carrying one of those as well. And then here on the back, you have another tall slip pocket like the ones that you had on the other side. So this is great for a variety of accessories. I just have a deck of playing cards in here, which feels like the type of thing that would be great to have for entertainment in that time period. And so absolutely love this pouch. I'll probably be featuring in other videos going forward. And then beyond that, on the inside here, it's mostly just my typical loadout, more to show the space of this bag, as it does offer a good bit of capacity. So, you know, headphones, other pouches. This Lockbee pouch is another great sort of vintage wax canvas one that matches up well, or is a good alternative to something like this pouch that I was showing earlier. And then, you know, this is the style of bag that, because of its simple layout, it's not gonna look that big. It's pretty flexible, but it'll be great for also traveling. If I wanted to toss in some clothing, a couple of changes, maybe an extra pair of shoes, as I was, you know, kind of going about my adventures. You can see there on the inside, now that it's a little bit emptier, this is another one that'll probably be making some additional appearances in future videos. And so that's pretty much it. I tried to keep things pretty minimal, especially keeping in mind that Indiana Jones used a satchel mainly, so not carrying a ton of stuff. And I'm definitely curious to hear what other items I may have missed and that you think that Indiana Jones may have been carrying on the various adventures that he would be embarking on. And so that's it. That's my Indiana Jones inspired gear walkthrough. Hopefully this video was fun, and if you have any questions on the items that I featured in the video or suggestions for similar items that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll make sure to include links in the description below to some of the other travel and EDC roundup videos that I've done, where I share some of the accessories that I'm always using while I'm on the road. I'll also link to the Last of Us inspired video that I mentioned earlier in this one. And if you have any other suggestions for roundup videos that would be cool to see, or any character inspired roundups that you think would be interesting, definitely let me know about those as well. And I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.